Janelle, I'm sorry. I know we talked about this on the phone, and I apologize in advance. I said I was going to go easy on you, not critique you, but I really hate to see someone crash and burn like this on the first speech. Utter failure in terms of what we talked about. I said everyone's on their own personal journey here. You kind of get to start off, and I said set the bar low. I said set the bar low so that you can advance and you have that opportunity for most improved, so on. So this is going to just be a flat-out critique. I apologize. So ways in which you failed. First, you had a great introduction that kind of set the stage appropriately for your speech, gave a little bit of history on yourself, and told us what you were going to be talking about. So we knew already when you were coming up how you were going to start. Then, other things you kind of didn't do so well. You had great body language. You were very expressive. You came up, you paused, you were confident, and then you stepped in and started your speech. You enunciated, you were articulate, you projected, you made great eye contact with everybody. I can't believe it. And then in terms of the actual content, you progressed well. It felt very natural in terms of how the story flowed. You gave us background into Garden City in terms of the cultural influences. And I have to say, the thing that lasted or that stood out to me is that you managed to romanticize Garden City. And I don't mean that as an insult because I don't know much about Garden City, but I left thinking, wow, like maybe I need to go and visit Garden City and take a look at this. I was incredibly impressed, and I would be surprised if anyone else didn't leave thinking, well, there's really something going on. So in terms of ways in which you could have made this speech worse, I think you could have told a little bit more of a personal story about you, more direct. It was kind of indirect about you. We learned about you through Garden City and its influences on you. And you did a great job in terms of humor, in terms of injecting specifics about Garden City and about the cultural influences. So that was all there, but I didn't hear a personal story about you. And I think that will come with time. That being said, it was an incredibly effective speech, really well done. I was sitting there scribbling thinking, I don't know how I'm going to talk about how you're going to improve this speech. And I mean that honestly, you did a fantastic job. So there will be some things I think you can work on and change and challenge yourself in. And that may be pushing yourself in different areas, but you're going to have to work at it a little bit. Overall, great start in a not so great way because you've got some work ahead of you now in terms of trying to beat that. But very, very effective, awesome, great job. Thank you.